What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Prison Life with Dustin Sloan. And if you're as ignorant and as dumb as me, then you might not know that I'm Dustin Sloan. So, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's beautiful Tuesday morning going? Mine's going fan-fucking-tastic. So, coming to check in with my peeps. I know I do it early. There's not too many people on, but I still come checking in. I've been doing lives a lot later now, but trying to hit that 100 mark so I could start doing the lives on my phone and stuff, and start getting stuff going, so I could start getting cameras and getting shit going. Because I got a whole bunch of cool people that want to come on the show and do interviews that are in prison, that are out of prison. I got so much shit I could do. I just need to get to that point to where I could go live and do live, interviews with people and stuff. And I'm only like 15 subscribers away from doing it, so I hope today or tomorrow I'll have it. But you know how this be going. Some days they love you, some days they don't. You know how it goes. What's up with you guys? Anybody out there? Check in with me. What's up? Any questions? Any shout outs? Anybody want to holler at your boy? Hit a brother up? What's up? I see y'all are out there. What's up? Don't be scared. Yeah, so today I'm finally feeling better, man. This fucking COVID has these lingering symptoms, bro, that fuck you up, man, like out of nowhere. It is scary, man. It is no fun, man. And check 1, 2. Every time I think it's over with, it's like bam, right in my eye socket twice. Like Jorge Masvidal, a 2-piece and a soda. You know what I mean? That bitch does me every time. So today I'm gonna do some productive stuff, make some music, try to get this money going. Maybe do a couple tattoos. I might do a tattoo video today. I was thinking. I'm looking for a subscriber that lives in New York that wants to get some tattoos. Because I'll hit them up for free. We'll make videos, So if anybody's interested, let me know. But I heard a lot of people talking about, people keep asking me what's the difference between like county jail and prison. The difference. Big difference. County jail is the worst part of your experience. It's where you go through intake. It's where you wait, where you go to court over and over and over and over and over and over. And half the time you don't even see anybody, and they send you back and call you the next day, and then you don't see anybody again. They call you back the next day, and then you finally see someone after 3 days of being tortured. And then all they do is tell you that, the state wants to give you the electric chair and that you're fucked, and you go back to your cell. That's it, And you wait some more, then you wait a lot more, and then you wait some more. And if you have a misdemeanor or a first-time felony, you can get OR'd, which is on own recognizance, or you can get SRO, which is supervised own recognizance, which means you don't have to pay anything, but they put like an ankle bracelet on you and you can get out, or then you get hit with the bond. If you can't make the bond, that's what the county jail's for. So you sit there while you wait for your case to be resolved. And also, once your case is resolved and you've been sentenced to DOC, which means state prison or federal prison, you have to wait there until they come and get your ass. So it's pretty much just a revolving door. So like when you're in the county jail, you might have fucking 30 different cellmates in a 4-month time period or more, or if you're in an open bay, you know, you fucking might see that whole dorm flip 4 or 5 times while you're there waiting, you know? It's a real in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, you know? And you do not want to be there. It's always dirty as fuck. No one gives a fuck about the place. Everyone treats it like shit. You know, everyone there is fucking either coming off drugs, still on drugs, fucking pissed off. Everybody's going through their case, so everyone's fucking stressing. You know, everyone's just straight from the street, so all those problems are still there. You know, like they're still in the process of like losing their house, their baby mamas, their cars, their Lamborghinis, their AK-47s, their fucking helicopters, all that shit they had in the street. You know, their 24 Caprice with 2,900-inch rims on it, and you know their Escalade with 4,200-inch rims on it. You know, and their NASA space shuttle they got, you know, decked out in gold and platinum. You know, all that's getting repoed now. So he's over here asking you for a soup. You know how that goes. But I ain't got no soups for your ass, bro. Sorry, bro. Why don't you call one of your baby mamas? You said you got 18 of them. Hit that bitch up. But yeah, that's the county jail for you. It's full of kingpins with no money. Everybody a boss. But when it's time to step up, I ain't in charge of this shit. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. You know what I mean? It's where people think that they can get away with that shit, you know? And a lot of people do, because most people in the county are just there just to fucking focus on their case and get the fuck out. You know what I mean? So they know that they could act like a gangster there, you know? But like, I don't know if I've ever shared this, but like, I knew people that I was in the county jail with that were, you know, gang banging, you know, they were brothers, part of an organization, you know. They said they were. I don't believe they were, but they were banging this organization, you know, which is an established, real deal organization filled with killers, you know. But it's iffy when you hear somebody mention this gang on the East Coast. You know what I mean? When you hear AB on the East Coast, you're always like, eh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, you know. Unless they're from the West Coast and they're here and they're AB, then they got, you know, the red carpets rolled out for them. You know what I mean? That's totally different, you know. And this guy was claiming, you know, he was, you know, a brother, you know, which is some real shit, you know. And so we're in county jail. He's, you know, the man, supposedly, you know. You go to jail, he's the man. We go to fucking prison. I see this guy, bro. Whole different fucking character when we get to fucking prison. He's, yo, dog, what up? What up, homie? Yeah, 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 yeah. And he's hanging out with the fucking IGs, insane gangsters, which are white, like, GDs or whatever. They're like a branch off of them, you know. So like he went from I'm 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 the brand, you know, the 1-2, you know, to fucking yo 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 yo, you know what I mean? Like real fucking quick. Once he's seen, you know, that shit wasn't, dude. For you to push AB in Florida, you better fucking be about it, bro, because there ain't many of them. You know what I mean? So you better be pushing something, you know. But if a real AB comes into the Florida system, he's gonna either tie flags with someone like the Unforgiven or something like the or a skinhead gang in there, and he's gonna run that. You know what I mean? Because the real AB always is the top. That's the top. That's the bell that rings the loudest. They run all white programs. I don't give a fuck where you're at, what state you're in, what federal branch you're in, any of that. The AB is who runs the fucking program. I don't give a fuck what you say. You could say you're a Saxon Knight. You could say you're a USSA. You could say you're PNI. You could say you're NLR. You could say any of that. None of that has anything to do with anything. The AB, y'all were nothing but an extension of them until they got sick of y'all fuckers and they got rid of you. You know what I mean? Like the NLR got too big for their own britches and they started trying to run yards on their own because the AB's been slammed down for years. But They started selling up with these NLR guys when they'd hit the back, and they started killing them. Then there became the FTBs, fuck the brand, which is a part of the NLR. They're all gone, and all NLRs that were actually supported the AB and stuck with the AB got brought home to the AB, and the other NLRs that were good that they didn't want to bring into the AB, they said, all right, you guys can stay NLR, but you guys have to close your books, no more, you know. So that's why, like, when I hear this guy talking about on Savage's channel, like that he's NLR from Texas, all right, NLR from Texas, and that he came over to California and caught a bid, and he had problems in the system. Why? Why would you have problems in the system, bro? You're NLR. If you're a real NLR and you step onto a yard, you're gonna have the keys to that yard. You know what I mean? You're the top dog. There's no one higher. You got Peni and shit, but NLR is higher than them. You know what I mean? So that's the pecking order. You know what I mean? And so, like, when he's telling, yeah, we were, green. You're not fucking green lighted, bro. Only the FTBs were green lighted. The fuck the brand were green lighted, bro, and they're all gone. They've been gone since the 90s. This kid was born in the 90s. So how the fuck are you telling me you went to a California prison? But then he also says, oh, the NLR embraced me in California. How the fuck did the NLR embrace you in California, but you were getting fucked with and you were how? How does that work? Because NLR is full of fucking killers. Because the ones that are left are real deal motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So it just makes no sense, And like me, I ran with a gang that was from another state. You know what I mean? So I fucked with dudes from the ABT when I was in Florida. You know what I mean? Because my dad was an outlaw. He fucked with those dudes, so I fucked with them. So I was with them before I even went to jail, And I don't even consider myself a gang member. I don't push that shit. I'm not proud of that shit. I'm not part of that shit no more. I'm just saying that I was ABT, So if I'm ABT and I went to Texas from Florida, I'm gonna have a problem unless I know the right people, you know. But that's different because the ABT has branches in Florida and in New Mexico. They have a 5-panel wheel that is New Mexico and Texas, and they're starting one in Florida now. You know what I mean? So that's understandable. But the NLR has no presence in Texas at all, not one bit. I've never met anything from someone from NLR from Texas, and I've lived in Texas, Laredo, Texas. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. You know what I mean? I've been all through there. You know what I mean? And so, like, these stories just don't add up. That's why I have problems with so many of these prison channels because, like, I've lived all through the U.S. and I've done time everywhere I've gone, and I've met gang members and people through my whole time, and I traveled a lot, and with outlaws and with Hells Angels and with fucking, AB members, ABT members, you know what I mean? And that's who I grew up around, and these people don't make sense, and they try to glorify things, and it's not glorifiable, bro. There's nothing to it, dude. It's just suffering, boredness, nothing to do, and then something crazy happens. It's not like every second in jail it's just full of this intensity that you got problems every second. That's not going on at all. You're locked down almost every second every day, and then something goes wrong and they lock you back down for another 4 months. You know what I mean? I can't speak for these people that, were in dorms and shit. That's different, Like when you're in an open bay, when I did like petty sentences and stuff in open bays, that's a whole nother world, but there is no violence in there, And if there is, it's a little fight in the bathroom and it's broken up. So like that's these people that are on these channels that from Florida that are talking like I hit people with locks and stacks. I fired these motherfuckers. You were in open bay dorms, bro. You weren't doing that there, bro. Or you would be in CM, closed management. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. Like they get over on these normal people because they don't understand it. But for someone like me that understands it, dude, you're not going to fire someone up with a lock and a sock and tell me, oh, I get 60 days of confinement and that's it. Motherfucker, you get put in closed management and then you got to do the step down program and that takes 3 years. So you're going to be in closed management for 3 fucking years. And when you get the second part of closed management, you get a cellmate, which is the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? So first year you're by yourself. The second year you can have a roommate and you get a TV and a radio. Then the third year you get to go out back to population in the closed management unit. And then finally after that you can go back out into population, you know? And like I have people in the prison system right now that are close friends to me, you know, that I'm talking to in Florida and upstate in New York and in California. And I know what's going on in all these places. And, you know, it's California is really bad right now. The 50-50 yards they're trying to push, it's causing problems, bro, because you're putting these active people in danger, bro, because you can't go to one of these fucking yards, you know. You got 3 days to get off or you're done because, you know, they have these yards just for Wolfpack and USSA or whatever, US, United Skins. They're greenlighted by the AB, both of them. And now they join together. So they have yards just for them. So I guess they're not SNY yards, but they're fucking yards just for them. So that's kind of like same shit to me. I don't know. But so if you're a white boy just going through the system, you don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? You land on one of these yards, high desert or something, and that's a USSA and fucking Wolfpack yard. If you go on that yard and you stay there for more than 3 days, now you're no good. You can't go to any other jail. You know what I mean? Because they'll never trust you. They think that you're fucking trying to sneak them for them, for the Wolfpack and shit, you know? So, like, their politics are really complicated. And especially now they're trying to make the yards 50-50, where, you know, they'll put Norteños, you know, Southerners on a yard with fucking active SNY gang members, you know? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna put them on there with 2 5ers and Northern Riders. Oh, excuse me, Riders. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck you think's gonna happen, bro? Those SNY games aren't pussy. They didn't fucking lose their ability to fight or stab because they went to the other side. You know what I mean? And a lot of them have grudges against these gangs. You know what I mean? Because they got a bad call, they lost the paperwork, and you know someone smutted them up, so they got, you know, that shit's, you know. If I seen a motherfucker, my whole career I put in work for this gang, and I had to roll it up because these motherfuckers stabbed me and removed me, and I didn't do nothing wrong, and I know I didn't do nothing wrong, and then I see that shot caller come onto my yard, I'm gonna fucking have it out for him because SNY has no rules. You don't have to go ask for permission and move on the guy right way and make sure everything's. You could just go fucking stab him, kick him in the face, because like you can't go and stab another white man while his back's turned. You can't sneak another white man. You can't do any of that unless he's a rapist. You know what I mean? Or a thief. You know what I mean? If he's just a straight up dude and you got a problem with him, you can't do that. You know what I mean? SNY, you could do that. If you don't like a motherfucker, you could sneak him, stab him in the face, you know? Doesn't fucking matter, you know? But that's a scary thing, you know? That's going on in California for these active inmates, you know? There's not going to be active inmates anymore soon, is what it's going to boil down to, you know what I mean? Because, like, people are saying, you know, SNY is the new mainline, you know? Because the politics are too strict on their end, and these people that are calling these shots are in the back. These people never met these people. They don't know them. You know what I mean? All they do is send them money, you know, and get nothing from them except for a note telling them to stab someone else, and then to go pick up this dope and give it to them, you know. And they get nothing out of it. And if they lose a letter or something, now they're gonna get stabbed, you know. And it's like I completely understand, you know. Fuck those dudes, you know. Like what? And you see these dudes like these dudes that were running shit in jail, and you see them on the street and they're fucking collecting cans and they're fucking begging for money, and you know what I mean? They're nobody out here, you know what I mean? And there they're fucking telling you, you know, this, that, and the third, and if you don't do it, you're gonna die, you know? But on the street, they're absolutely fucking nobody. So why would you take orders from somebody that is a fucking nobody? You know what I mean? Just because he has a name, or he's in a gang, or he's in this, or he's in that, he has clout, you know? Like, how the fuck could you be broke if you can run a fucking lucrative business from Pelican Bay? How the fuck can you be broke in the street? You know how tight knit it is in there, bro? You can't get nothing out of there. You can't get nothing in there, and you're still running a regiment on the street, bro. You got that kind of mind, and when you're on the street, you fucking broke? What the fuck is going on? You know? And I just don't understand it, you know? Like the thing with the gang, you know, like in California, I understand you go in there, you're automatically a wood. I respect it. It saves you a lot of fucking trouble, you know. In Florida, I wish they had that. You know what I mean? But as long as you stay away from the politics and you don't get involved, you'll be just fine, you know. Like look at Mitch from Hard Intentions. He was a wood. He did 35 years. He was just fine. He didn't become AB. He didn't become NLR. He could have done all those things easily. He was a big ass dude. He was smart as fuck, intelligent as fuck, great artist, cool dude. I guarantee he could have become any of those gangs. Wanted him, but he didn't. You know what I mean? And that's why he made it out. You know? But in Florida, he probably wouldn't have made it out in 35 years because he would have stabbed or killed somebody. You know what I mean? Because in Florida, it's all out warfare. Everything goes. You know what I mean? There is no order. If you go in there and you try to group up with white people, you're fucked, homie. Because those white dudes are gonna run as soon as something happens, dude. As soon as the first black motherfucker rolls up, those dudes are running, bro. Dude, I've never seen such a shameful group of white people and have before. You know what I mean? Like it's so bad to where like us white people that put on have to go so much harder to prove ourselves because of these people, you know? Like there's a few people like that actually are about their business that are on YouTube. Like you could say what you want about Pino and about how he talks and about how he acts, but he's a real one. You know what I mean? And you could say whatever you want. I seen that paperwork. That's a police report, bro. The police lie about what they say just to get a warrant to go in there and get in the house. They say, "Oh yeah, he told us that the shit was in the house and that she was in." Yeah, of course they said that so they can get in the fucking house, bro. Of course. So what the fuck, K Frog? Why would you do that, bro? And that's your homie. You know what I mean? And you're gonna say that's why? Come on, bro. That ain't why, bro. You're just a fucking hater, bro. You put people on, yes. You looked out for your people, yes. But once they started doing good and they started shining on their own, you started acting like, oh, just like King Shine, same thing. It started as soon as he started acting, doing good on his own. You said, oh, he said I didn't acknowledge him in a live, bro. You should have shouted the man out. What the fuck? Wouldn't you feel the same way if you were in his live and he was in there for you and this dude's protecting you and looking out for you in jail? Because one way or another, as you look at it, bro, I know how jail works, bro, and that is how it works. If you're a neutron and you're in the mix, you're on someone's coattail. That's a fact, bro. You're not going to be in gang politics and banging in a dorm and fighting gang members and fucking having cell phones and having knives, having machetes and filming shit and having people on video without riding someone's coattail. It just doesn't work that way, bro. You're not just going to be a neutron doing that unless you are fucking 8 foot tall, stabbing everything fucking moving. You know what I mean? Got a whole gang of people that'll ride with you. You know what I mean? And I don't think K Frog had that. So I think K Frog had the finesse of looking out for people, giving them stuff, letting them use his phone, giving them commissary, looking out for them with drugs and shit. I think he was well connected. I think his people looked out for him. And I think he played it smart. And he built a fucking career around it. So, hats off to him. You know what I mean? But do I believe he was frontline? And do I believe? No, I don't. I believe that he got to be in those situations because he was riding someone's coattail. Because if K Frog stepped to me in a fucking jail, he'd be done in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? He's fucking like 2 foot tall, and he's a chode. He's as tall as he is round, dude. It ain't happening. You know what I mean? So for him to fucking say he banged out with these Zoes and these people, bro, I know these gangs, bro, and I know how they roll, and they'll line you up, bro. And if you're a neutron, that's how it's going, because that's how it went for me. That's how it went for TK. Like, people were telling me, oh, your story's like TK's. I went back, I watched it. It's true. Our story was very close to the same, because that's the way it goes, bro. You know what I mean? And 1090 Jake said the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just the way it does go, bro. And a lot of people glorify it and say, oh, I ran it with this, I ran it with that. Bro, no, you did not, bro. You did not run it with nobody, bro. You either got jumped and stomped out because you wouldn't fight, or you got lined up and you fought until you fucking couldn't hold your arms up no more. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. And that's how I got my respect, bro. And I was approached by many gangs and I didn't join them. You know what I mean? And I went in there already affiliated with a gang, or in a gang, as you would say, you know, but I wasn't into that shit, bro, because I don't need those problems and I don't need no fucking body, bro, because the gangs in there aren't tight, bro. It's not like you walk in there, you know, like it's like how it is in the movies or how it is in California. Oh, your people are right there, and you go over there, and there's 90 fucking white dudes over there, and everybody's about their business. That's not how it is. You walk into a dorm, and you look around, you see, you know, 1 or 2 white people, and they're either nerds riding with Christ, or they're fucking like Pino. You know, they're actually about their business. But any white boy that's about their business is already in a black gang. Is usually how it goes. You know what I mean? Except for very few. And the Unforgiven hadn't taken off when I was in there. You know what I mean? It hadn't taken off to the level it's at now. Like, wow, how I hear it is now. All right, guys. I'll get up with you guys later. I got someone stopping by. All right, later.